Persuasion is literally all around us. It's in every ad we see, every article we read, and in just about every leader we follow. But what if I told you that one of the most powerful tricks in the book is also one of the simplest? It's the art of making someone powerful seem, well, just like you. Seriously, think about it for a second. Have you ever seen a super powerful politician or a CEO or a huge influencer suddenly start talking about their humble roots or their favorite fast food meal? You gotta wonder why. What's the deal with that? Well, I can tell you, it is definitely not an accident. It's a very specific and very effective technique.
And it has a name, the plain folks technique. And the goal here? It's all about psychology. When a speaker seems familiar, relatable, it's like they're trying to sneak past your brain's natural BS detector. If they look like you, sound like you, and maybe even share some of your problems, you're just way more likely to let your guard down. Trust them and nod along without asking too many hard questions.
Okay, so where do we actually see this thing in action? Well, let's start with the classic suspects, politicians and TV commercials. These are the places where this technique basically grew up, and honestly, where it's often the easiest to spot. I mean, look at this. It's almost a formula, right? For the politician, it's that classic photo op eating a greasy burger. For the advertiser, it's showing a chaotic family breakfast. Why bother? It's because in both cases, the goal is exactly the same, to take this huge, powerful thing, like a political campaign or a massive corporation, and shrink it down until it feels just like your friendly next-door neighbor.
But here's the thing. That old-school trick has been given a massive modern upgrade. It's been totally turbocharged for the digital age. And now it's way more subtle, it's woven into our daily lives, and in a lot of ways, it's much, much more powerful. Just take tech billionaires, for example. They're not walking around in stuffy suits, right? Nope, it's all about the hoodies and the sneakers. They love to tell those stories about starting their entire company in a garage. Every single one of these signals is designed to downplay their unbelievable wealth and instead project this image of a normal person who just happened to work really hard. It's a total performance of normalcy.
And then, oh boy, you've got the influencer playbook. They have turned this technique into their entire business model. It's not just a tactic for them, it's their whole brand. You ever wonder why you see them showing off their messy apartment or complaining about laundry? It's to prove they're just like you. So when they promote a product, it doesn't feel like an ad, it feels like a friendly tip. And all of that builds a really powerful and very profitable kind of trust. Now, let's zoom in on these phrases because this is a really subtle and powerful evolution of the whole technique. By saying something like, "Hey, I'm not an expert," or "I'm just asking questions," the speaker is so cleverly positioning themselves as just a regular, curious person, just like you. And that makes you feel like you're on this journey of discovery with them, instead of feeling like you're being lectured, and that is incredibly persuasive. But what happens when this technique goes even deeper? We're now getting into its most potent form. This is where it stops being about sharing habits like eating burgers and starts being about sharing pain and sharing struggle.
This is such a crucial point. When someone powerful shares a story of real hardship, maybe a tough childhood, a serious illness, a major failure, it does something profound. It completely reframes their authority. Suddenly, their success isn't about privilege anymore. It's about something they earned through pain. Their success becomes a survival story, and that makes them unbelievably relatable to anyone out there who feels like they've been left behind.
And here is the playbook for what you might call the accidental leader. Just look at this progression. Step 1, connect through a shared struggle. Step 2, validate your suspicions about the system. And finally, step 3, position themselves not as some guru on a pedestal, but as a fellow traveler who just happened to find a map. See how each step builds on the last? It creates this incredibly deep bond of trust.
So, we've looked at politicians, billionaires, influencers. What's the one fundamental trick that ties all of this together? Let's break down the core trust equation that every single one of them is using.
This slide just lays it all out, bare. The real message from a person in power is always, deep down, listen to me because I have authority. But that can feel kind of intimidating, right? So the plain folks disguise completely flips the script. The new message becomes, listen to me because I am you. It totally replaces power with a sense of kinship as the reason to believe them. And this right here is the absolute heart of it. This is the whole shebang in a single sentence. It's a simple but profoundly effective tool of persuasion that works by swapping out the intimidating pedestal of authority for the warm, comforting embrace of familiarity.
So what's the big takeaway here? Look, this isn't about becoming cynical about everything. It's just about being smart.
It gives you a new lens to look at the world through. The next time you see someone really powerful acting like your best friend, you can just ask a simple question. Are they genuinely trying to connect with me, or are they trying to persuade me? Because now that you can see the strings, you get to decide who's pulling them.